Ambassador Garcetti didn't tell you the full story. So I told him, you get Bengaluru done and I'll get you Los Angeles done. For the last 5 years as minister, I don't think there was a single occasion I came to this city and somebody didn't stand up and say, so when is that consulate coming? To give due credit to the people of Bengaluru and their representatives, especially the members of parliament, it's a great day today for Bengaluru, for India-US relations. And some weeks ago, Ambassador Garcetti told me that it was feasible to open this consulate before he relinquishes his responsibility, and he was wondering whether it would be possible for me to join him. And I told him that I wouldn't miss it for the world. And there are a number of reasons for that. First, a long personal association with Bengaluru. I first came here in 1962. My grandparents lived here. I did a little bit of my schooling here. I was telling the ambassador when I joined the government, had I joined the domestic service, I would have been an officer of the Karnataka cadre. I actually did my district training in Belgaum, in Chikori. So for me, there was a strong personal commitment to ensure that the American consulate was finally established here. The second reason was an equally long association with the United States and our relations with that country. And it's not as old as Bengaluru, but it's still been now 45 years of association. And somehow to me, the fact that an American consulate was not there in Bengaluru was a gap, something missing in the relationship. But I also reflected on the future of our ties, and it's something I would like to talk about a little later. And when I envision where we are going, our ties are going, our cooperation is going, I think Bengaluru has such an important place, Karnataka has such an important place, that again, it was for me an imperative that there is a permanent, a resident presence of American diplomats in this town. So as you can see, there was my own enthusiasm to get this done. And I must say, to give due credit to the people of Bengaluru and their representatives, especially the members of parliament, for the last 5 years as minister, I don't think there was a single occasion I came to this city and somebody didn't stand up and say, so when is that consulate coming? So I was actually sitting this morning and looking back at every visit I have done in the last 5 years, and every visit that issue came up. And every time I would tell them very truthfully that, look, I'm trying my best. What happened in 2023, as Ambassador Garcetti said, was we were preparing for a Prime Minister's visit. And we had just, I think, finished Secretary Blinken's visit, if my memory serves me right. And Prime Minister Modi, when we were looking at, what we could be doing for the visit, actually brought up this issue and said, well, I really think people need to get this consulate done. But Ambassador Garcetti didn't tell you the full story. So I told him, you get Bengaluru done and I'll get you Los Angeles done. And which is his hometown. So we will be opening our consulate in Los Angeles also fairly soon. Today, when we look, at all the possibilities before us. In an era of AI, of EVs, of space, of drones, I think and of bio and, it's today our relationship will be heavily based on technology, even more so than before. It will have a much bigger space component because the space domain is actually just beginning to open up and there are so many possibilities out there. Defense is an absolutely crucial area. I mean, 2 decades ago, there were virtually no American weapons in our inventory, very little defense collaboration. Today we fly the C-17s, the C-130s, the P-8s, the Chinooks, the Apaches. This is the town of HAL. In fact, it was HAL which first brought my family to this town. So when I look at tech, space, defense, I think the case for actually a stronger presence and leveraging the capabilities of Bengaluru and Karnataka become that much stronger. The second is actually education and research. And with the new education policy, I think the vistas for educational cooperation have also opened up. So I would very much hope to see collaborative campuses and exchange of students and a stronger American education presence in this region. Then there are the realities of the international economy. The fact is that supply chains are undergoing a transformation. I expect this to, I think not I, but I think all of us expect this transformation to accelerate in the coming days. And as that happens, along with it on the digital side, there is a much greater emphasis on trust and transparency. So today, trusted supply chains will really become key to strategic partnerships. And there, I see a great future for India and the United States, and I think in that future, obviously, Bengaluru will also have a salient part. So, in many ways today, I think the formal opening of this consulate is one more sign that we are overcoming the hesitations of history. I do believe today it is within our grasp, within the realm of possibility that we realize more fully the potential of India-US relations. I think to realize that potential, it is important that Bengaluru too realize its potential in the relationship. And finally, I am given to understand that this is the 12th foreign consulate in the city. So welcome to the first dozen. But as a country today, we are encouraging the opening of more embassies in the capital. It's part of our deeper engagement with the world. But along with that, we are also encouraging more embassies to open consulates. So while today it is a very important event for which I'm here, I do hope that there'll be more occasions where more countries will open more consulates in Bengaluru. I think it would serve India's interests, Karnataka's interests, Bengaluru's interests better.